Yes, people. Welcome back to the Football Terrace. We are live straight after the games have just finished now. Manchester City beating Brentford 2-0 with a Ryan Cherki absolute masterclass and banger of a goal from him and Savinho. 2 goals to send him through to the semi-finals. And also, last minute winner from the young Lewis Miley of Newcastle, their homegrown star boy, coming up trumps. And in the last moments of a game that was pretty difficult for Newcastle in the end. A game on paper where we thought Newcastle would be the clear favourites, probably beat them 2 or 3-0. It came unstuck, came undone, struggling to find a goal, but they got one in the last minute of the game. Yes, so it's just amazing scenes for the young man. That means Newcastle, the current holders of the Carabao Cup, continue on their journey to see if they can retain the Carabao Cup. Let us see what the draw says. I don't know when the draw will be. I assume it might be tonight because obviously Arsenal and Crystal Palace play in a couple of weeks, so they probably want to get that out of the way. But Newcastle, they're in a spot. They're in a good spot to retain it, which will be a massive for them, especially considering the season that they've had. But the main talking point today, people, will be Manchester City because they are back. They are back in form. They are looking like they're going to go on and potentially win something this season, especially after the poor season last year they had, where they went trophyless, losing in the FA Cup final to Crystal Palace. But these are the games where you look at Man City and you see their quality. You see the fact that they have a second string squad in there with a couple of first teamers, and they don't even have to get out of first gear. Don't have to get out of first gear. They just continue to win games. And then you get to see the quality of players like Cherki. Because Ryan Cherki, if he continues on this form, he might go down as the signing of the season. If you look at price, and how much they paid and the quality of player that they got, is an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. And it's the reason why I wanted him at Man United, because he is a special kind of footballer. He is Jogo Benito. You know what I mean? He is one of those players that can do special things out of nothing. Because Man City, they didn't have to play great. I don't think they played amazing today. They played a little bit within themselves, but they could. When you've got Cherki doing what he did, scoring an absolute screamer, when you've got the likes of Foden coming on, who obviously for Oscar Bobby got injured early on, we got that kind of quality on the bench when you can replace your defenders with Gvardiol and those of alike. It's just, guys, like the squad quality of Man City is there, and I know Man City fans have been a bit up and down the season with the squad depth. Are the players like Savinho good enough? Oscar Bob good enough? Nico Gonzalez and all these other players. A lot of Man City fans complain about the squad depth, but everyone's starting to find their form. And the squad has got them now to a semi-final of the League Cup, which is Pep's trophy. Normally, Pep was storming his competition very early on in his Man City career. He's taken a little back seat recently, but can they win their first Carabao Cup in the last few years? I think it might be like 3-4 years since they last won the Carabao Cup. So this might be the year that they get back to winning that, because they need it. They need some kind of little of a boost, just to get the confidence of ready for the title race. Yes, people. Make sure you're hitting that like button and smashing the subscribe button as well. The reason why it says 1-1 on the screen and on the thumbnail is because I've been trying to update it and Canva is down. Canva is struggling right now. So every time I go to change it, it won't let me do it. So if I get to at some point in the stream, I will change that for you guys. So I want to reflect that correctly. But yes, people, what a way to end the midweek with two good games. 2 good games of football. You also got Newcastle. So Newcastle, it was very interesting for me because I thought they would probably just beat Fulham fairly comfortably, because I thought they would have rotated. I think Newcastle are a better team. I think Eddie Howe's a better manager than Silva. So I thought it'd be one of those ones where we pretty much a walk in the park. But Newcastle struggled a bit. They just couldn't find the goal. They've got the first one in for Wissa's first goal for Newcastle. Brilliant for him. Maybe this is the start of his goal scoring form. I know he's just been back from injury. It's been a long while since these Newcastle fans have been waiting to see him kind of get some game time and play, and he gets his first goal. May it continue. We will see. But they're getting the lead, and then a brilliant piece of play from Anthony Robinson helps Fulham get back into the game, and then from then on in, it was mainly Newcastle, but they just couldn't find the back of the net. They had one own goal disallowed due to offside, and it was offside. It's blatantly offside. So yeah, they kept knocking, they kept trying little things, little through balls, just what things weren't happening. Some decent defending, some good saves from the Fulham goalkeeper. And then, you know what? This season has just highlighted the importance of set pieces. Set pieces, because it's not, now we just can't put it on Arsenal as a set piece FC, because Newcastle today, Man United have been doing it recently. We've seen Liverpool use them recently. Everyone has used set pieces to their advantage, and Newcastle today found their breakthrough with a corner, and well met by Lewis Miley from a brilliant cross from Tonali, who was fantastic when he came on. Ever since he came on in that game, Fulham didn't really have a sniff. He was everywhere, defending, tracking back, driving force in the midfield to put the ball into the attack. Tonali, brilliant performance. And Lewis Miley, who, if I believe, he was playing our position. If I am correct, let me see if that is correct. Yes, he was playing right back. And for a young player who's normally a midfielder, he hasn't got a load of games under his belt for Newcastle due to injuries. But for him to come in, play right back, and play it well, and then also score the winner, you'll be, as a Newcastle fan, I know why they'll be happy with that, and I can see why that's their star boy. You know what I mean? He is the kid that gets compared to the likes of Kobe Mainu. I'm pretty sure when he gets enough games, they'll talk about Anderson with Miley as well, the one that got away, and the likes of Wharton as well. So he has a brilliant performance and gets the winning goal, and it makes everybody happy indeed. Here we go. So I want to go to some comments here before we get the guests out, before we get the panel out. And there is a point here about Brentford being robbed. Kuzanov. In that first half, Brentford go 3-on-goal with Sharda, and I don't know. Kuzanov takes him down, and he's the last man. I know Ake is there in the background. He's lurking. But Sharda beats Ake and Kuzanov to the ball, and he's ahead of Kuzanov when the foul is committed. No one else was in front of the goal then, and the touch that he took was towards goal and not away from goal. It looked like it could have been a red card for a last man offence. It looked like a red card very early on in the game. I think Kuzanov was very, very lucky there to get away with that. I think if that's VAR, they would have looked at it. Like, I'm not saying it's 100% nailed on, but I do believe that there might have been some fortune there. But that happens with all players sometimes. Sometimes they get yellows when they shouldn't. Sometimes they get fouls called when they shouldn't. So, yeah, Kuzanov, I think, got a little bit fortunate there. And then for that first half, I thought he was very shaky. For that first half. And there's opportunity that Brentford almost had because Kuzanov couldn't sort out his feet and clear the ball. But in the second half, he regained his confidence, he regained his composure, and he was very, very, very good in the second half. He barely put a foot wrong in the second half because Brentford barely had a sniff. But yeah, take your little one there, but overall, overall Man City deserve to win the game. I don't think it's a robbery in terms of Man City didn't deserve anything. They deserve to win. They were clearly the better team, playing in second gear. I think they're just a little bit fortunate to get the yellow card instead of the red. I want to try and keep an update for you as well for the draw. If that is happening, I'll make sure that I keep it up to date with that for you guys. Here we go. What comment he's saying? If not red, should have been his second yellow. Did he get a yellow before that? I don't think he got a yellow before that. I think that was his first yellow, no? So yeah, a very important win. Majority of our starting players got a rest, and we went through with a clean sheet. Yes, very important win. And yeah, you didn't need to bring on the likes of Haaland to win the game. Heck, you even bought off Foden, even though he was a sub, because he did enough today. And also, what I wanna say as well, big up Pep for utilizing the youth, giving some younger players a chance. He had, I think it was Musaka, who's playing. He said he was playing striker, but he looked like he's playing more right wing. So yeah, him playing out there, and then also he had Gray come on as well. So I'm always a fan of young players getting opportunity because you never know. You might even just land on something amazing if you just give them a game and they get confidence, and next thing you know, they start banging. So yeah, well done, a fair play to Pep for giving them a chance, even though it was only 2-0. It's not like it was a bad scoreline. It was 2-0, but that's how confident they were. KJ, are you drunk or hungover? No, I'm not drunk or hungover. I am just tired. It's been a long week. My weekend was hectic. My voice still isn't back from the business that I had. And you know what? That Newcastle game was long as hell. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I thought, yo, what's going on here? I thought the game was done already, and I was just literally saying to the guys in the group chat, I was like, can Newcastle just score, please? I can't have penalties or extra time today. Not today. So yeah, I'm not drunk or hungover, and I'm not sick either. It's just my voice was gone after a busy weekend. Anything else in here? There's stuff about Semenyo. We'll talk about that later. Right, we're going to bring the panel up for you guys right now for today's show. So we're going to bring out Man Like Kane and our girl Kel. We've got a Newcastle and the Man City rep for us today. So first of all, I'm going to go to you, Kel. Talk to me about Ryan Cherki. You get the win, he gets a banger, and he's just you might have the bargain of the season there. Tell me about Ryan Cherki and how brilliant he was.
Oh man, what else can you say about him, man? That guy's just insane. He's just sorry, I have chocolate. I just noticed I have chocolate on my lip. Dude, just insane performance again. This guy just gets better and better. Yeah, I think he has 11 goal contributions, and he missed 2 months of the season. So that's pretty impressive. I realize it's all comps, but I love the guy, man. He's just such a joy to watch, and it's so fun watching him and Phil Foden. So I'm sad for Oscar Bob that he had to come off, but it meant I got to see Foden and Cherki again, and this just brings joy. Like, I think everybody likes to watch it, man. Just two techie ballers feeding off each other. We got really techie today too, because Rico Lewis was in there and playing that false nine system. Divine Mukasa, he kind of comes from the same education at the Manchester City Academy, and just these techie ballers just going at it, man. And the tiki taka was back, and it was just a lot of fun to watch. I mean, they had a kind of a tough block to break down in the first half, but sometimes you just need a great goal, and we got a great goal. Just a good game to watch. I'm really excited for this cup. I know some clubs and some set of fans look for bigger fish to fry, but I want to win this Carabao Cup, man. I've got a squad that's got a bunch of players who are new to Man City and they haven't won any trophies, and so this would be a great opportunity for them to get back on the winning ways. And if we could somehow win this Carabao Cup, maybe that could propel us to the Premier League.
Yeah, like that is something that Pep has prided himself on before.
Did the draw happen? Just out of curiosity. Half past. I think it starts in about a minute or so. I think.
Yeah, not from my knowledge. But
It's gonna be a long draw, isn't it?
They
I
long
want
it
to know
out.
like who draws who though, because this is important as well.
I guess we'll find out.
I'm telling you from now, they're gonna do City, Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea. Watch this space.
You reckon? Well, it won't be Arsenal, Chelsea.
Palace is going to cause an upset.
Because you never know. Palace might do the upset.
Nah, I don't think Palace will win because it's at the Emirates.
True.
The Wolves almost got a result at the Emirates, so Crystal Palace.
That's
just saying. After
really
that last performance at the Emirates, you got to give Palace a little credit, man.
Yeah.
Also, Kel, I just want a quick question for you. The Kuzanov incident at the start of the game, towards the start. How do you feel that went? Was that a fair yellow, or maybe should have been more, in your honest opinion?
Dude, I'm not one to talk about that stuff. I had some people say he should have gotten red, and I got people in my chat saying that wasn't even a foul. Whatever.
It looked like last man to me. I thought it was very fortunate to stay on the pitch, but not because of like how bad the challenge was or anything. It was just he cleared him out, and he was definitely last man for me. I thought that was he was through on goal after that, so fortunate.
Maybe
but
he was. I don't know.
VAR would.
I don't know.
I think if this like that's in the Prem, VAR would take a look. What the outcome would be, I don't know, because you know what they're like nowadays. They like to just go with the wind when it comes to these decisions. But I think it's definitely something that VAR definitely would have looked at. Before we come back to Newcastle, I need to ask Sam a question. So, who is currently better right now? Ryan Cherki or Florian Wirtz?
Oh, wow.
You're so predictable.
You had to go there.
So predictable. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you guys are liking.
I thought you were going to ask if who's better, Isak or Vita.
These guys. That's why Terry Fleurs hosts these. You get me, because these match reactions. This fraud right here with the most predictable question in history.
I actually have an answer to that. It's not what you
right
think.
now. Ward-Prowse is better. Like why? Like it's just you're acting like anyone's gonna sit up here and defend Wirtz.
No. But
I mean, at this stage in his career, Wirtz is the better player. But I maintain that Ryan Cherki has a higher ceiling.
Yeah,
he's on his way to achieving.
No, Cherki's playing better. Why would I lie about that?
No. I know you wouldn't lie about that. I'm just having a little joke because I remember at the time it was a big kind of debate between Wirtz and Cherki, which one's going to be better signing. And I'm saying you said this, but
there was never a debate though, KJ. What happened, and you have seen this on the Football Terrace for the last 4 years, as soon as Wirtz said no to Man City, suddenly City fans realized there's a player called Cherki and they decided to prop him up. Let's not act like they were doing Cherki prop when they were linked to Wirtz. When they were linked to Wirtz, they were drooling all over the prospect of signing the KDB replacement. So let's not step out and change the narrative. You get me? So Cherki so far has played better than Wirtz, but there are so many players that have played better than Wirtz. Like it's not a secret. I think he's had some moments. He's had moments where he's shown technique and quality and stuff like that, but he hasn't done enough in the final third, in my opinion. That's the thing that's letting him down. Like if he was top of the league and big chances created, but the players were all missing or something, blah blah blah, then people would speak about it. But he's performing well. But this isn't about me because I got knocked out, mate. You get me? This is the Carabao Cup match reaction. I'm here to just express my opinion on others. You get me?
Who in particular?
I think with City, first of all, City are such a fucking bastard little club because, like, do you watch them every time, and the opponent is like the opponent manages to be in a dangerous position, like the opponent, like Brentford will be there around James Trafford, but I don't know why, like they come up against Man City and they just shit themselves or something. Like they forget how to shoot and they forget how to cross and they forget how to pass. Like they had moments, Brentford, where they were in the penalty box, where they were around the penalty box. Like they did a couple of good things, but they couldn't just execute that final cross, that final pass, that final shot. And in the end, City ended up winning. And City ended up winning while resting Haaland, which I think is important. I think City deserved to win today, 100%. Yeah. And Diaz was rested. Yeah, Diaz was rested because Kusanov played. Kusanov had a very good game today, by the way, which is probably Kusanov is probably the center back you need against Brentford. Just clearances, interceptions, etc. So he did what is required. Newcastle winning is better for content. Very simple. You don't know why? Because if any of Arsenal, Chelsea, or City would have gotten Fulham, they would have made it to the final immediately, with all due respect to Fulham. So we needed someone who can cause an upset at least, you know. So like Newcastle, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest about this. Newcastle on their day, they can knock out City and they can knock out Chelsea and they can knock out Arsenal. It's a possibility. Like they have belief that they can, not will, but at least can knock these guys out. For me, as someone watching from the outside looking in, now I'd rather Newcastle win it, of course. But you know, I think they're gonna draw City, and I think they're gonna put Arsenal, Chelsea in one half the semi-final, because they're probably going to try to set up an Arsenal City final, in my opinion. So that's what they do.
Well, let's see.
Oh, wow.
Why the hell is that draw taking so much time, though? Why?
I don't know why they do this. But while we're waiting for the draw, Newcastle boys, you got there in the end with a goal from your star boy Kane. How are you feeling after that very hard fought slog fest?
Relieved is probably the best word for this, because after the weekend, I think if we got knocked out by Fulham at home, I think a lot of Newcastle fans, me included, be really down in the dumps. Yeah, that was. I mean, I understood what you said earlier in terms of you thought we would win quite comfortably. We've already played Fulham at home, and again, that was very similar. It was 1-1 up until the dying minutes before Bruno gets a 2-1 win for us. So I was expecting a tough game, and we got just that. I think, and part of it, I mean, the first half was very even. I thought Fulham had very good spells in that game in the first half, and we looked a bit shaky. Our goal came against the run of play, in my opinion, but that showed like the quality Newcastle have. The diagonal from Shah is one of the best I've seen for a long time from him, and shows why he's up there as one of those best ball playing defenders, I think, in the league. A first time cross from Murphy, and one thing that happened that I've been crying out for is people gambling on crosses. We put too many crosses in, and not enough people are trying to get on the end of it. And it just, I mean, it even happened tonight as well. But you saw Visser with his striker instinct just being there, and within 10 minutes he's got his first goal for Newcastle. Already got more goals than our number 9 did last season, and is already, I think, halfway got the same amount of goals of the guy who used to play in that position last season. So, you know, good start from him. I'm glad to get him on the score sheet, get him going. And then, yeah, I think the second half, though, I thought we stepped it up again. I thought we were in pretty much total control. And I think the problem we're lacking, and it's been lacking all season, it's that last ball. We'll play on the edge of our opponent's box relatively easy. We'll play that one ball. We seem to have that nice little pattern of play on the wing where it'll be like a 1-2 with a winger. We'll put the winger through, and then it's just the wrong cross. It's either pull it back and no one's there, or like, again, what I was saying earlier, like not enough people are gambling. They'll put the ball into a dangerous area and no one's there attacking it. And I think if we need to start doing that, and we'll end up having a lot more goals. Yeah, I think Sandro Tonali, when he came on, controlled the game even further. I thought once he came on, we took that sort of control that we had and turned it into like a stranglehold. And Fulham really couldn't get out their half. So credit to him, and he got the assist for the goal at the end. So yeah, it's mainly relief. We're into the next round, defending our cup, and yeah, we'll see what the round gives us next.
Yeah, well, the draw is at 11.
Oh, is that 11? Is it? I think the show started then at 5:30, so they like to do the preamble down there.
Yeah. So they're doing the draw at 11 p.m. We'll see if the stream is still live by then. But yeah, Ash, you made it through. How are you feeling about potentially going on to retain your trophy?
Listen, we're not going to think about that yet, KJ. We've got another game to go through, man. I'm not going to think about the final. We need to get through the semi-final. There's going to be some hard teams to get through. Look, I'm very happy. I was very terrified kind of going through that game because it just felt like we could not get the second goal, and it just felt like to me it was going to eventually go to penalties, and we all know anything can happen from penalties. Tino Livramento wasn't having the best game. I don't know if that was affected by the fact he ended up going off injured. I don't know if he was carrying a bit of an injury in that game, but it's worrying me again because we seem to be having Tino Livramento and Lewis Hall constantly getting these injuries. Again, Lewis Hall's picked up a niggle with his hamstring again. I'm hoping that it's just a rest him on the sidelines for a game or something, see if he's better. But look, I'm very happy. Lewis Miley, look, I don't understand what this kid's on because he's getting played as like next to Tonali. He looks insane. He goes further up the pitch as a CM, looks insane. He's getting put as a right back, looks okay. I wouldn't say he looks amazing as one-on-one defending, but he looked very good. Especially, like I said, his ability to go forward helped him a lot. The first goal, I wouldn't say that wasn't Miley's fault. It was actually Murphy's fault because he was talking to, I think, Wissa when he went in behind him. But yeah, a good performance as a whole. I'm a big fan of Jacob Murphy, and I think he didn't have the best game. He was putting some crosses that would just go straight to the keeper or straight out. But as a whole, look, I'm buzzing for the game, buzzing for the win. Like, and Lewis Miley getting a goal, so you can't be much happier than that. But yeah, it's especially like Kana said, after the Sunderland game, we had to get a result from this. We needed, and it was good to see the fans and everything chant Voldemort's name
after the what game. After the what game?
We don't. No. Do
I
you know what?
happened.
Actually, do you know what? We didn't play a game on the weekend. There was no.
No, we didn't play
that game.
You're doing a Dave. You're doing a Dave where you
no. Listen,
eliminates things from existence.
KJ. The reason why we didn't play a game was because if you looked at that scoreboard, was our name on that? No. Therefore, we were not involved in that game. So we don't talk about that. But
your name was on there.
No,
Nick Walter made.
Okay.
It was a good goal, though. It was a good goal, wasn't it?
Great goal in the wrong net.
Yeah, wrong net. If only it was like 10 minutes earlier, that would have been in the right net and it would have been really good. But
all I'm going to say is what I'm putting it down to is Voldemort.
Big up Everton. Liverpool's blue.
Voldemort is colourblind. That's what I'm putting it down to. He's got red-green deficiency, and he thought the red stripe was a black stripe. That's what he thought it was. So that's what I'm putting it down to, and I'm not changing that. I'm not changing my view on that.
Fair enough. We've got a comment here from Ian. He says, Cherki is who all the City fans try to convince us that Foden is.
Oh,
Kel, what you got to say about that?
Well, I think Foden will always be a better goal scorer. So I think Cherki's just more creative. I've watched some of Cherki in Liga. He's more of a creator. He's not a goal scorer. And Foden's a better goal scorer. He's like less of a creator. So they kind of like each have their own thing they're good at.
Yeah, and that's why they work well together. You know, like they work
yeah.
very well
That's probably why they work so well. Because and a lot of Cherki's assists are to Foden. So I love it, man. We got both of them. I don't really care who's better. We have both of them, and I hope they bring us some trophies this season.
Foden is the third highest goal scorer in the league.
Or whoever you want. I don't need to. It's boring. Come on, it's 2025. Move on.
Foden is the third highest scorer in the league right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's in the last 2 weeks. He literally scored like all those goals in the last like 2 weeks.
Phil Foden is one of the most talented players I have seen. And I will never, ever change my views on that. I think he is one of the best footballers that I've seen in a very, very long time.
You know, with Phil Foden, it's a shame his England career has not gone as well.
Yeah, he's really, his international career has been definitely bad.
Yeah, if he was doing craziness with the England national team, you know that the way that the press love him as like already, but the way the media would be backing this guy for big individual awards would be high. I think they'll put him in conversations that maybe he deserves to be in, you know, because how many Premier Leagues he's got, how many FA Cups he's got? He's got Champions League, he's got a treble, he's got a 4P, he's got Premier League Player of the Year, he's got all of those things. If he was doing bits for England, we might be getting spoken about as like the best England player we've ever seen and stuff. Not saying that's my personal opinion. I'm just saying I think that's where they would put him if he.
I
if he has
think
games.
there's definitely an argument for that, especially if like England won like the World Cup or something. I think that would easily be an argument, but it's got to get to
no
that stage.
No one cares about international
You're
football.
I was gonna say,
or
God.
Euro finals, and you keep screwing them up. But somehow Foden gets all the blame.
Now, if Kane gets a lot. To be fair, Kane gets a lot of blame in England. Jude is now apparently the new scapegoat for England now for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Foden got some. I think if
Well, who's your
Foden
best
didn't dye his
midfield?
hair blonde at the Euros,
yeah,
I don't
bro
think
was trying,
anyone
too
would
busy
say
trying to
anything.
be he was too busy trying to be Gaza, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he needs to just be
Who do you think
himself.
your best midfield is for England.
Huh?
Who do you think your best? What is your best midfield going into the World Cup? Like, who are you playing? Like, who's your best midfield? Is it Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Cole Palmer? Is it Jude Bellingham? Is it Phil Foden? Who's in the
Well,
midfield?
I think
I'm having Jude and Rice.
Yeah, I think Rice and Anderson, and then the issue is it's who's then in front of them, whether it's Palmer, Bellingham, Foden. It's a big discussion.
But it's a good thing to have. Like, there's a lot of
It is.
England fans who are like complaining that we've got all these options. I'm like, no, don't complain. This is good. This is very good. When is the last time we can think of like having like 4 players that can easily start? And just obviously you can't because you've got 11 men on the pitch. We need options. You know, personally, I would put Jude back in the double pivot because I think that's where he's at his best. Next to Declan Rice, and then you would go Cole Palmer if you go by just what they've done for England, because Cole Palmer in a short space of time has done.
It's all cute and everything until you remember that Tuchel is your manager and he is a defensive terrorist when it comes to these competitions. So let's not sit up here and act like he's gonna do all this sexy stuff that you're talking about.
He hasn't been
It's gonna
recently.
be fucking 3 DMs and 3 center backs and a right back playing right wing back and a center back playing left wing back, and he's just gonna put 3 players up top, of which Kane is gonna be one of them, and the other 2 will be figured out. So yeah.
Hey, until I see that, then I'll decide that. But
Yeah,
he's not
Oh
been
yeah, I
playing like
forgot
that.
Morgan Rogers too. He's been very good.
Yes, someone didn't. Yeah,
It depends on what you're looking for in a midfield.
Why do you guys act like you're not familiar with Tuchel ball?
As a 6.
You ain't familiar with Tuchel ball? It's gonna be Declan Rice.
Anderson.
Probably gonna be like something like
it'll
that.
probably be
Elliot
Anderson and Jude. That's very defensive.
And Jude.
all I know is
Jude is just there for himself. He's not really there for the team.
Actually, Kel will tell you this. Foden is very good playing left wing as well, so he might play him left wing, and then he puts Saka right wing, and you're good to go.
No, I think he plays
he's
Rashford
good
there.
as a winger under Pep Guardiola, because when he plays as a winger, he inverts into the midfield and is in the midfield. Under Tuchel, he'll be asked to hold the touchline, and he's terrible at that. And then everyone will be like, "Oh, he's shit," because he's not good at, because that's not his strength. Like, you want somebody like a Jeremy Doku. Well, I'm sorry, an English example. You want someone like an Anthony Gordon holding the wing, because he actually can hold the width. Phil Foden doesn't do that very well at all.
Yeah, Rashford. To be fair, Rashford will probably start, which I'm here for.
Yeah, or Rashford or someone like that.
What
Yeah,
do you think
Rashford, Gordon. Or Saka will be on the right wing, but those guys will actually hold the touch line.
1 second, guys.
That's just not Foden's strength. He's only good as a winger if he can invert in the midfield, because that's what wingers do at City. They don't really like Savinho holds a touch line, but Doku now inverts into the midfield, and Foden was doing that against Palace, and it didn't look that hot. And the game only got better. I'm sorry to talk about the Palace game, but the game only got better when Foden became an 8.
Yeah,
that's probably his best position this year, but Tuchel won't do it.
Yeah, but I mean, we have.
Why the fuck did they make the Carabao Cup draw location based, and I'm geo locked out of it? It's the Carabao Cup draw. It's
on
so
Sky
weird.
Sports, isn't it? You should be able to watch it on there.
Yeah.
VPN in. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, just.
Yeah,
I don't know what's the channel's VPN sponsor. Is it Nord? Is Terry with Nord? Come on, guys. Someone in the chat tell us which one is.
I think it is Nord. I use Nord.
Yeah, I'm there.
Are you here? You in the UK now?
It says draw will start soon.
Yeah. I think it's the breaks and then the draw's going to start, or at least. So I'm trying to remember. So it's Arsenal, Palace, City, Chelsea in the nose, yeah?
Yeah. Who
would you rather face out of all these 3? Newcastle fans?
Chelsea.
Yeah, probably Chelsea.
Cal?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Although we did just beat Man
I
City.
I don't know. I think they're all kind of tough matchups for us, but
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a really good
Chelsea
semi.
yet this season, so I don't know what to expect from them. I know we got our butts kicked against Newcastle, so that I don't know if I want to see that again. I think we could beat Crystal Palace but those are just going to be two really difficult games because they're just a very intense style. They're very just hard to break down.
It's a great semi-final, though.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I don't know about Arsenal.
If you had to choose, who would you choose right now? If the draw was in your hand, who would you choose?
I'll choose Newcastle.
Probably Palace.
I think they've been the worst team this year.
Kane is still hoping for.
No offense. I've watched a lot of Newcastle, and I know how.
I mean, I think.
Why the hell is the Arsenal Palace game postponed anyway?
Oh, next week.
It's Conference League, Europa Conference League's going on.
Yeah, because Palace are in Europe.
So when is it postponed to then?
Next
week, the 23rd.
The eve of the eve.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
okay,
random, but for some reason they start Conference League a week after Europa League and Champions League, so that's why there's a.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, to answer the question, I mean, Palace would be the one I reckon we could beat over 2 legs. After that would be Chelsea, but then again, after this weekend,
Palace. It's not Palace. It's gonna be Arsenal. Let's be honest about it.
I'm just gonna put
Glasner in a one-off game. I think he's got some tricks up his sleeve, and we know how difficult of a time Arsenal have scoring against a low block, which they will go play. He won't be afraid to go into Emirates and park the bus. And Arsenal struggle to break that down, so I wouldn't just assume that Arsenal are going to win. They're also very defensive, and that's why they struggle to unlock these blocks. So I would not count Crystal Palace out.
I mean, Wolves scored 3 times against them, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Wolves went in there and just shut them down completely.
Well, we won twice away in home last time.
Like they're a much more disciplined defense, and Gahey. Well, actually, yeah, Gahey will still be on there because he might leave.
Chelsea just came out the bag.
Where is?
Oh, we got the live.
Where is this? I'm on the Carabao Cup's official.
It's on Sky Sports.
It's on Sky Sports.
Yeah, I don't own.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Did I not say it's going to be Chelsea Arsenal? Did I not say it? And it's Chelsea Arsenal, like I said. Yep.
Wow.
It's going to be City Newcastle. I fucking knew it, bro.
Okay.
I know draws. I know how these bets are going. You want to know what these guys want to do? You know what?
Yeah.
You know what these guys want to do?
It's going to be.
They want to do
Newcastle
Arsenal City final. I told you guys they want to do Arsenal City final. That's it. And they know. To be honest, we have to be honest about this. Arsenal and Chelsea's record at St. James's is actually fucking dreadful. City haven't won there before. So they're going to go like, how can I get Newcastle out? Let's give them Man City. And then they get Arsenal City final. That's it. Done. Problem solved.
Newcastle like 2 seasons ago.
Remember
the Oscar Bob game.
Hey, Kel, by the way, Kel, second leg Etihad. So you should be happy.
Ooh, okay. I feel very good about this now. I feel very good about this.
Done.
Especially what happened to Tino today? I saw him.
It was nice seeing you guys.
Why?
So done his knee, I think.
Oh,
well, I think he's.
I love Tino. That's really sad to see. I just saw a big ice bag on his knee, and I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, he can't. I mean, the good news is, well, I say the good news. The hopeful news is that he managed to walk off under his own power. So
yeah,
hopefully, again, it's just a case of rub him down, and then we go again. But yeah, it wasn't great to see. But listen, I mean, Man City will be fun. We beat them once already this season at home. We knocked them out of the League Cup a couple of seasons ago. So
that was with Calvin Phillips. So I don't get that excited. You know,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Who might be playing in that game? The cup holders. A certain Ballon d'Or winner.
We are the cup holders. Listen, I mean, the first leg being at Newcastle might be a benefit for us because if we can get a good, if we can repeat what we did, then that gives us something to hold on to going to the. I mean, if we have to go to the Etihad and do something, I'm very pessimistic.
The Etihad is atrocious.
Yeah,
that's why I'm happy with getting a home draw first because if we get something out of that game,
but it's home and away, so yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
that's what I'm
think-
saying is if we get something in
Yeah,
the
if
first
we,
game,
if we had the same result that we had in the league game, I would feel very confident about advancing. If we lost like 2-1 or something, I would feel very confident turning around the Etihad.
Yes, it's going to be some difficult games indeed. Right, guys, now that we know what the draw is, now we know who's going to be playing who, we are going to head out of here, and it's going to be exciting. Newcastle, well done to Man City, well done to Newcastle for getting through. They will be facing each other in the semi-finals in January. Guys, you got to make sure you do a couple of things for me. Number one is like the stream. Make sure you like this, get the likes up. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Number two, subscribe to the Football Terrace. We love you guys to support. The road to 500k is still on right now. So make sure you subscribe to the Football Terrace if you haven't done so already. And the last thing is, this is redirecting you to our good friend Hussam. You know what I mean? Hussam will be doing Al Hawa. I've butchered that.
KJ,
is that how I say?
no. We're not gonna end until you said correctly. El Ahwa. That's
Al
Ahwa.
Ahwa. Yeah.
That's it. There you go. See, easy.
So yeah, we're doing that. We're doing the coffee shop. It does mean coffee shop, right?
Yeah, coffee shop. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
is that
doing the
what
coffee
you're
shop.
I'm gonna
Now,
hit
right
you
now.
up, man.
So,
I'm going to Jordan in a couple months, so I gotta pick your brain on Jordan.
Yeah, you can ask me. I'll answer it. Don't worry.
So yeah, we're gonna go over there and enjoy that show with the guys. Go show Sam and Amanda over there some support. Until next time, guys. Terry will be back with some content tomorrow. We got 6-sided in the evening as well. So we got more Terrace content for you coming up right now. Until then, go over to Sam and enjoy the rest of your night. All right, peace out, everybody.